Woo! So, Mr. SBF, see you later. Shalom Aleichem. He's met his match. And that is in the form of the US and the Royal Bahamian Police. It hasn't gone well for him. He's facing up to 115 years in jail. 115. Let's have a little sneak peek into my man's future. What's it going to look like? Ah, that is just absolutely outrageous, isn't it? Don't want to show too much of it, but I have a lot of time for that. I think that was just absolutely hilarious. So I have to show that. I also do want to show you. Look, this is Sam Beckman-Fried coming out. There he is, you little snaky boy, getting arrested. Now, it was only a couple of days ago that he actually mentioned, he said, "Oh no, I don't think that I'm going to be arrested." And a lot of that is actually down to the fact that this was all sealed. So you look at the US Attorney's Office here. Early in the evening, Bahamian authorities arrested SBF at the request of the US government. Now, this is because he said he didn't think it was going to be. He didn't think he was going to be arrested, but it was based on a sealed indictment, which they did really, really well. And suddenly now they've come out, they've unsealed it, they've arrested him. Obviously, you're not going to seal it, or you're not going to like tell everyone who you're about to arrest, because who knows where $8 billion has gone? Who knows where all that money from the hack went? There are so many lost wallets, and we're going to see more of this later, but so many lost wallets that people now don't really know where the money is. So obviously, my man is a flight risk. Of course, he's going to want to try and run away. Let's have a look at some of the counts. So, conspiracy to commit wire fraud on customers. A lot of people have been saying that's true. Wire fraud on customers. Conspiracy to commit wire fraud on lenders. That's that. Guess what the next one is? Wire fraud on lenders. Come down to number 5. We have conspiracy to commit commodities fraud. Come down to number 6. Conspiracy to commit securities fraud. Number 7 comes in at conspiracy to commit money laundering. And finally, number 8 down here is not loading. It is conspiracy to defraud the United States and violate the campaign finance laws. It's funny they should mention the campaign finance laws. I'm going to come back to that in a second, right? But the key story is this guy. He could face 115 years in prison if he's convicted of all of these. So obviously, like he's not going to get the most severe like sentence. But also, he probably won't. If I was him, I'd be making a deal. Do I want 115 years in jail, or do I want to like try and get out of it, maybe serve a little bit of time? I think most of us would accept like a 10-year stretch and be like, look, guys, you know, I screwed the pooch on this one. This is as serious as a heart attack, and I tell you that for nothing. But what he said was, he goes, well, I'll do house arrest. That seems like a deal. All right, sweet. How who's this guy? Why is he the one? Of course you'd want house arrest. Look at your house. I've seen this. So like where was it? Yeah. Oh no, I'm on house arrest. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, but make sure I stay in the Bahamas, where I've got like loads of mansions bought with money from FTX, which came from customers. It's absolutely insane. One interesting little element that I don't think too many people have picked up on is that, looking at what Eric Mandel has said here. He said the SBF story broke after the midterm elections, okay? And SBF was arrested right before he was supposed to testify and spill the beans. Now, there's a lot of talk of money being, given to both parties. Now, typically, he said what he came out and said in an AMA on Twitter. He openly said, look, if you give money, I'm pretty sure it's to the Republicans, liberals and Democrats. If you give money to the Democrats, which I think are the Republicans, guys, my US politics knowledge is not great. Let's just go the Joe Bidens and the Donald Trumps. If you give money to the Donald Trumps, everyone hates you, right? If you give money to the Joe Bidens, everyone thinks, oh, he's actually kind of a nice guy, good businessman type thing. So what he said was he gave the same amount to both. But the Donald Trumps, I'm pretty sure is the Democrats, that was all secret. So it was basically given with no name attached to it, etc. But he did attach his name to, the liberal side, the Liberal Party. So, but he openly admitted he gave money to both of the sides. So he obviously was playing the game. So there's a lot of people who are in his pocket, and maybe there's a bit of a concern about why. Now, I want to see more of this. I'll keep you up to date, but I want to see more about this as to like why the timing has happened so precisely. This might have something to do with it. The White House is silent on whether it will return 5.2 million in donations from SBF. I mean, look, we all know that bribery happens. Like, oh no, actually, not in the US. We all know bribery happens, but not in the US. There is, however, lobbying, okay, because I don't want to get cancelled. I don't want to, I don't want to find myself in the same situation as SBF here, right? There is, in fact, lobbying. So lobbying is fantastic. Lobbying is where you can, support someone on their campaign, and when they become into a position of power, they can then pass laws and rules and things for you to benefit you in your business. This is lobbying, perfectly legal, really good thing. He did this to both, right? He was giving loads to both, and I think he was the second highest like campaign contributor, basically personally gave money to the Republicans. I think it was. But anyway, this there's a lot of shady stuff going on here, and I don't think that 5.2 is the maximum amount that he's given to them at all. But yeah, they just straight up just dodged it and said, oh, you're gonna give the money back to that guy who scammed everyone. What? 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 See you later, guys. But let's have a look at the. And this is from Wall Street Journal, by the way. Massive credit to them. I recommend that you go through and have a look. They have a small 3 minute 30 version, and they also have a full, I think, 3 hour version of this. I just want to show you the first like 20 seconds or so. FTX has sufficient risk. I hope you can hear this. Did they have anything? Well, there you go. Well, that's great, isn't it? So he's obviously saying, everyone's like, was there a back door? And Sam was like, nah, there's no back door. Nothing that kind of like secretly meant we could move money in between. And where's the 8 billion gone? But then also, no, no, there were virtually no internal controls. It's absolutely mental. And also, everyone's talking about QuickBooks. No offense to QuickBooks, they are a great solution for small businesses. Small businesses use QuickBooks because it's very easy. But you don't manage $1 billion company using the likes of QuickBooks. And another thing that we got, this just there's so much to go through. Alameda had an unfair trading advantage, special access to FTX funds. They also, I believe, there was a specific, and I want to find this. Maybe they cover it in here, maybe they don't. But FTX. Okay, Alameda, sorry, operated as a primary market maker on FTX.com, which provided liquidity to its cryptocurrency markets. The companies operated as a common enterprise, but the CFTC alleges that this was abused in a number of ways. Well, obviously, money goes into FTX. No, it goes into Alameda and FTX. So, oh yeah, we can spend all the money. That's fine. It doesn't matter, So we are going to see much, much more of this coming out. And finally, I'm just going to end up here, guys. This is, yeah, this is a little bit more, again, a little bit more from the interview that I just showed you. I don't know if you can hear this. So it's unusual in the sense that there is no record keeping whatsoever. So you can't track the fraud. But then also there was a massive hack. So where's all the money gone? It's mental. He said how everyone's using Slack. to do invoices. Yeah, here you go. He's doing QuickBooks. She's sitting there like QuickBooks. Yeah, nothing against them. Exactly. See, this is it. So, she's there. She's like, QuickBooks for like the biggest cryptocurrency thing in the whole of the US. Like, what? It's absolutely insane. But anyway, guys, I mean, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. But I hope you enjoyed this. I wanted to keep it relatively short. She snitched on him to protect herself. Let me cover that. For stealing life savings. Yeah. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years for stealing life savings minimum. Yeah. Well, what if you compound that and we get to 8 billion? A crypto invest. I mean, how many life sentences is that, eh? It's absolutely insane. You are absolutely correct. It seems unbelievable. I'm just going through here to see where she snitched on him. I might have missed it, but anyway, yeah, the whole story gets worse and worse every single day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also, sub to the channel. And I will be back later on, hopefully maybe tonight or tomorrow, to give you a full update on the FOMC. I want to go through the summary of economic projections. I'm going to be a nerd. I'm going to tell you about their overall plan, and I'm going to tell you how it's going to affect crypto. You might not like it. I'm just going to get nerdy, and it's going to get probably quite sweaty. And I hope you can join me. That was so weird. See you later, guys.